Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a Katsuki exceeded by Bakugou fanfictions on Tumblr, so let's get into it. Mornings with Kachan would have your eyes fluttering up and the sound of Katsuki shifting his body closer to yours. He was sound asleep, a soft grunt leaving his body as his arm around your waist tightened. You humped softly into his embrace, a smile growing upon your face as you felt the heat from his body surround you. You felt safe and warm in his arms. Under the covers, your legs tangled up with his, and your hand traced down his side, feeling the slender but muscular frame underneath her fingertips. He looked up at his face, gazing upon the peaceful and almost innocent expression. It amazed you how innocent Katsuki can look like while in dreamland. Sometimes you could not even recognize him without his hard brows and frown. You softly giggled to yourself and pressed your lips to his, knowing that Katsuki's probably going to sleep. Until the afternoon, he knew you wanted to stay in his arms, but the phone that was pushed between you and Katsuki lit up and vibrated. You slightly pulled away from Katsuki to pick up your phone and looked at it. You saw the soft signs the words breaking news were on the screen. He knew it would not be long until a villain interrupted your peace. But first thing in the morning? Judy calls, he mumbled as you pulled away from your husband and got up. It didn't take long for you to put on your hero suit. Before you rushed out, you landed a kiss on Katsuki's head, and you could have sworn you heard him grumble something in response. And in the afternoons, Katsuki just filled with fire and energy. It's the time when he's most active, and if he's not out there plowing up villains, then he's probably at home blowing you up in the ways you'd like. But right now, Katsuki's lounging on his couch with a remote in his hand. He's flipping through channels without giving the shows a chance to impress him. He always seemed to watch the same shows, and if he watches anything new, it's because he brought up his habit of watching the same old shows. He just walked into the living room with a plate of cheese and crackers, until suddenly, smoke was coming from Katsuki's hand and a loud boom went off. Kachan, not again. You were startled from the sound, and it made your plate fall to the floor. He just blew up a remote. There is never anything on this damn TV. Well, what do you expect when you only watch 3 damn shows out of the thousands? You kneel down to pick up your plate and crackers. You're still looking forward to devouring this. You're lucky I ordered a ton of remotes. And this time, I'll pick a show, he said. It made Katsuki curse under his breath. Since you broke the remote, as a punishment, you have to sit through one of my crappy soap operas. And in the evenings with him, Katsuki always comes alive every time he's in a fight. It was like the tame lion, finally rebelled in his cutest rich cage. He was not a typical heroic type of hero, but he had his own charm to it. He wanted to lose both arms, huh? Keep struggling then. He was restraining the ball on the ground until the cops arrived. He held the ball's arm tightly, against his back with one hand on his knee. His other hand was hanging about the ball's head. A spark flew through his fingers as a thread. The ball grunted painfully, beat the sweat rolling down the sides of his face. Wait. Aren't you worried about your little friend over there? Katsuki glanced the direction. You saw her sitting on the ground, holding the wound on your arm. As blood slid down your skin, you were panting slightly and staring at the both of them. You couldn't believe you've gotten yourself injured. It was not like you at all. The villain could change his hands into knives, and as he was attacking, and sliced your arm. You're about to get up to rejoin the fight. Katsuki had to restrain him. With his question, the villain was trying to direct Katsuki's attention elsewhere, trying to flee himself by lifting his lower body off the ground, but he instantly got slammed back against the pavement. Do you think I give a shit? I think what you should be worried about is whether I blow your hat to damn pieces. Maybe instead of giving you to the police, I'll end you right now. You want that? Huh? The villain began to plead for his life, apologizing to Katsuki as his eyes blurred with tears. Who exactly is the villain here? He questioned, watching the scene unfold. You stood up from the ground and said softly, finally glad it's over. Katsuki came by her side, and you could tell he was aggravated at what happened. More importantly, upset at the fact that we can't even go out to get a burger because of these stupid villains. You can get some burgers after we report to the agency. What? No. Screw the agency. He grabbed her hand and started to lead towards the direction of home, ignoring any sort of protest you made. At night, he rushed you home after the incident. But you did not understand why he was in such a hurry to get home, especially since you had to report to the agency on what happened. You flinched as you now noticed a dropping pain in your arm. When you sat on the bed. Oh yeah. You mumbled as you looked over at your wound. Blood was still dripping from it, and sat down your arm. Katsuki left the bathroom and in his hands was a first aid kit. He sat beside you and began to treat your wound, and you couldn't help but chuckle at the intense glare he had when he dabbed the cotton ball, soaked in disinfectant on your wound. It was funny, watching him struggle to treat you. What the hell is so funny? He smiled as his glare was now reflected in your eyes. He rubbed cream on your wound, and when he was done, he reached for the bandages in the box. I thought you didn't give a shit? Shut up. Of course you give a shit. And when he was done, he nodded next to you, grunting. I'm beat. Well, yeah, it's been a long day. You shifted closer to him, the arm tidying from Katsuki's body, almost cradling you to sleep. Hey, you sleeping? You felt a hand on your hip shake you. You opened your eyes and saw a red one staring back at you. Just nodded off for a bit. What's up? He hummed softly, stretching your arms over your head and falling onto your back. Good. And he felt the bed suddenly tipped around you and found Katsuki's red eyes staring at you from above. A smirk upon his face as he lowered himself closer to you, both of your lips, centimeters away. He gave you a soft kiss that slowly, ever so slowly, proceeded to spiral into something else entirely. Maybe it was his way of apologizing. And well, you could never mind it. Katsuki always had his ways, and he always loved them. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.